constantly being added to NBA 2K18. So do you want to know what's happening this week? Check out our weekly update.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here.
And
I'm really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here too.
I miss you too, Ernie.
Thank you. Me too. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Oklahoma City Thunder in their house, Chesapeake Energy Arena. And for Oklahoma City, they are hungry for a win here. Last season, they got swept by this team. 4 straight losses, something they haven't forgotten. After a brisk offseason, it's finally upon us, fellas.
What's that?
Opening night.
Oh, tonight's opening night?
Hey,
oh, those are preseason games.
Shaq, your thoughts on how important it is for a team to get off to a fast start?
Well, early wins gives you confidence.
Oh, do they ever?
Makes you more intimidating to play against.
Does it ever?
I'm so excited. I miss you guys or something.
Oh, I know. What have you been doing?
Happy to be here. I went to China about 59 times.
Yeah.
I went to Cancun 72 times.
Uh-huh.
And I went to the North Pole twice.
Oh, wow.
Wow, how's
so
that?
a pretty uneventful summer for you.
It was bad. I was looking for Santa. I couldn't find it.
Okay, well, you're not supposed to. The fans, the local media, everyone is excited. And I just am excited to be here, start of the season, and you don't want to start slow. You don't want to have any rough patches early on.
What'd you do this summer?
I went fishing.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Catch anything?
Fishing. Yes, I did. I went to Dubai and went deep sea fishing.
Wow, awesome. So you were traveling all over the place? You go deep sea fishing?
What'd you do?
I cut the grass. It's awesome. Oh, that wraps it up. Let's go courtside.
On the floor, the visiting Golden State Warriors. At center, Zaza Pachulia. At power forward, Draymond Green. At shooting guard, Klay Thompson. At the other guard position, Stephen Curry. At the other forward position, Kevin Durant. The head coach of the Pistons team is Steve Kerr.
Can hear the roar here in Oklahoma City. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We've got a Western Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this Oklahoma City crowd wants some love from their Thunder. Opening day upon us, Brent. Some teams already looked as if they are championship contenders already. Others clearly in a rebuild mode. What's the mindset of players entering the season on a rebuilding team?
Well, if you're a veteran guy, you're asking your agent, can I get a trade? they would love to get on one of those contending teams. But a rebuilding team is about making progress each month, really, quite honestly. That's what you want to see, Kevin, is progression month to month. Each of the games, maybe chunk out a block, 20 games here, 20 games there, and you want to see just improvement overall in what your squad is doing.
Now Golden State's starting five. Thompson and Durant, the sharpshooters, at the 2 and the 3. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Curry in at the 1 spot. Now here's Westbrook following the shot by Kevin Durant. Roberson gets the bucket.
Well, people talk so much about shoot first guy with Westbrook. How about that time finding the open man?
Golden State moving the ball around. Durant kicks to Green. Picked by Pachulia. Baseline J on the way, and Green gets it to go.
He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
Here's Westbrook. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And one thing you have to say about Russell Westbrook, he is an absolute star. I mean, the type of player you can build around and win with. Just the total package on the offensive end of the floor.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. The numbers Westbrook put up last season in his MVP run, Greg, just staggering.
And you figured his numbers would get a bump, but I don't think anybody could have expected this guy to average a triple-double. I mean, arguably the most impactful superstar in the league.
And so Westbrook makes them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside Curry. Picked by Pachulia. Durant kicks to Curry. No good with the triple. Oklahoma City's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. George with no one around. The Thunder with another miss. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Back to Durant. Here's Roberson. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. On defense, Oklahoma City. Thompson with it. Outside Curry. Dishes to Durant. 6 to shoot. Thompson from long range. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Thompson's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. To the inside. George against Durant. Roberson buries it from three-point range. Roberson's got 6 points.
Well, the outside shot still a whip, a work in progress, but the team needs Roberson to hit these to keep the floor spaced.
Green with a screen for Durant. On its way from Curry for 2. Great D that time from Westbrook. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said even though this was their first meeting of the year, he did not expect there to be a filling out period between these teams. He said, we have a group of guys who can score and do it in a hurry. We're going to go right at them and test their defense early on. Looks like they're in attack mode. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, thanks, DA. And guys, what do you make of David's report putting a premium on offense right away?
I think it's a good plan, as long as it doesn't come at the expense of their defense. And they can't ignore that part of the game.
Well, I love the fact that there's no player ever in the history of this league that gets excited about a coach who talks about, we're really going to change up our defense and make sure that that's a priority. Guys are always excited about the O.
Curry passes to Durant. Pachulia with the screen on George. Durant with it. Westbrook picks him up. Here's Green. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. Westbrook dishes to George. The offensive rebound. Adams. There's the basket and making a double-digit lead. Adams has got his second bucket of the night.
and loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Steven Adams brings a lot to the team, Brent. Got a chance to be more involved, in fact, with the offense after Durant left.
Well, he's not a wispy 7-footer, Kevin. Thick and rugged out there on the floor and willing to set a lot of screens to free up Russell Westbrook. One of the things I'd like to see them do is maybe explore him in the post a little more often as an offensive threat. I think he's capable down there.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Anthony. Jeremy Grant comes in for George. Arenas is checked in for Andre Robertson. It's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Different look here for the Warriors. West is checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. McCaw, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Now here's Patterson. Screen by Adams. Here's Arenas. A fadeaway, and that one good.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. Yeah, you see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum. Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
Here's Grant. West with some nice D. Warriors trail by 12. From deep, Iguodala. Rebound by Raymond Felton. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Off target from three-point range. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Green kicks to Iguodala. Pass to West. There's the screen. Here's Green, shoots over Patterson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Yeah, we know he's undersized for the position, but Draymond Green does the work of several men, including how he forces the D that time to foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Just how important is Draymond Green and the grit that he plays with for this Golden State Warrior team? That edge is something that they feed off of.
And both free throws good for Green. 5 seconds left here in the first quarter. And here's Felton from the arc. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder going into the break with a 10-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so...
Dad always watches more film than me.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Hustling on that offensive glass. That's led to a number of second chance points.
Yeah, if your opponent fails to block out, you get yourself in great position. That was the story of the first quarter for them offensively.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Iguodala out there with West. Then there's Nick Young. Then there's Livingston. And it's McCaw in at the 2. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can. And you can write. And by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame.
Take a break.
DA, thank
Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Love the way that Sean Livingston goes to work when he's on the floor. He knows exactly what his strengths are and how to run an offense. He can act as a scorer at times and usually does it from that mid-range post area. As a guard, not many three-point shots, but devastating from about 8 feet out.
Livingston hits both of them. And with the height that Sean Livingston has, he provides a mismatch for smaller guards. Also can pass right over the top of them. Brett, I got to tell you, he reminds me a bit of how you used to play.
Well, there's no way that I had that kind of post game, Kevin, but it's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Sean does a great job, however, of finding the spots on the floor where he can be most effective. He does not try to do things whenever he's not at that 12 to 16 foot range where he does most of his damage.
Young outside. West kicks to McCaw. Picked by West. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from McCaw.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
Adams, the pass to Felton. Here's Abrinas. He's covered by Iguodala. Patterson, the screen. No good on the 3. Warriors trail by 8. Iguodala with the bucket.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Well, you look at this Warriors team, so many players with height that can hit a 3, bring the ball up court, and create a shot for someone else. Actually, Brent, it sounds a lot like you. That being said, do retired players ever dream of playing on a team like this talented?
Well, I think a lot of guys always think about when they're watching an NBA team play, especially ones that play a style with which you were very familiar with, that they want to put themselves out there on the floor and run the break and shoot threes. And yeah, I'm a little jealous about the way the Warriors go about their business. It would be a ton of fun to be spotted up with Kevin Durant and Steph Curry sitting out there on the wing.
Durant in the corner. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Now it's just a 3-point Thunder lead.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And Robertson has it in the corner. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Thompson makes it off the glass. Thompson's got 7 points.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
And that's all you can do. Just chisel away at the lead. Keep believing in what you're doing.
Westbrook kicks to Robertson. Patterson setting the pick for Westbrook. Back to Robertson. Drills it from outside. 12 points for him.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Picked by Pachulia. Curry wide open, and another 3 for Golden State.
Snaking around the screen, Curry using his teammates to find just a sliver of daylight. That's all he needs.
Here's Westbrook. Nice shot from the wing. And the Thunder lead by 3.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
On its way from Curry for 2. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Yeah, his shooting has been on target here in the second frame after not being able to get anything going in the first.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Sometimes it's more about when Russell hits the 3, that time looking confident.
Durant kicks to Pachulia. They set the screen. Warriors the rebound. Oh, that's blocked. Pass to Patterson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Warriors.
And the three-point shot above the break has become a popular shot in the league, but not for them tonight. They're passing that one up and just trying to get their offense from closer to the hoop.
First free throw is good. The one thing about Patrick Patterson out of Kentucky, he is a smart basketball player.
Yeah, he's not the best rebounder or shot blocker, but the advanced stats love him, and he gets the job done at both ends of the floor.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. And he makes the first but misses the second. Warriors trail by 5. Durant kicks to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Thompson outside. Outside Durant. Lets it go with a 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 6 points for Kevin Durant. Patterson, the screen. Lob pass to George. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Outside, Green. Thompson from long range. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Robertson has it in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Golden State's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Curry kicks to Durant. He dishes it to Green. Over Anthony. And the shot falls short this time.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. The defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. The Warriors on top. They're up by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Draymond, a strong first half offensively for the team. What are you doing right?
I mean, we're just letting them show us what's open. You know, you got to just make sure we stay patient on the offensive end and let them tell us what play to make, where the open man is. We've been doing a great job of that. We got to keep it up in the second half.
Yeah, the defense leads you to the open man. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And welcome to halftime. Hey, what a fantastic. Golden State had some issues in the first quarter. They had poor efficiency and shot selection with a field goal percentage of just 30%. That paints a pretty good picture of where their problems began. The second quarter went a lot better for them, and they got right back where they wanted to be before the half and now hold the 1-point lead. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
I was super impressed with their shot selection. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Well, no question, Arnie. They need to improve their three-point shooting. When you shoot in the low 30s, you can dig yourself in a deep, abysmal hole. You like that word, Arnie? Abysmal? I can't spell it, but it sounded nice. Anyway, when the open 3 is there, fine, shoot it. But we saw at least a few situations where they should have worked for a better shot.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here. Brent, 15th overall is where you were drafted, right in the middle of the first round. A very nice place to be. Talk about the nerves waiting for your name to be finally called by the commissioner on that podium.
Well, Kevin, I wasn't nervous, and I'll tell you why. Actually, I was nervous, and it was more about the captain landing the plane. You and I have shared this story, and I'll share it with you again. During that draft, I was actually on an airplane and did not see one moment of the NBA draft in 1996. So My biggest nerves were that the pilot was going to bring the plane down safely, and then I watched the draft on VCR about 2 hours later.
No kidding.
That's the truth.
Wow.
So the best part about that, Kevin, I'll tell you this, is the fast forward button.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't the first pick. We could fast forward that, or the second, or the third, and we got to that 15th pick, and what an honor to have my name called in the first round of the NBA draft.
An honor indeed. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Paul George is out there with Anthony, and it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And really the past few seasons, the Thunder have just been a dominant team on the glass. They do a great job of limiting second chance points, and they get a lot of extra possessions with their own offensive rebound.
Pachulia sets a screen for Durant. Excellent D there from George.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Adams with it, outguarded by Pachulia, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. You look over the roster of the Thunder, and it's easy to see why they're such a great rebounding team. 1 through 5 can come up with 10 boards on any given night.
And those rebounding totals usually translate to wins for this team. But very rarely do they lose a game when they're having their way on the glass. The goal at the end of the night is to play the bully in and around that painted area.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Adams.
And as you would expect, Steven Adams has grown into a larger role with this team. Really came in as a guy who could defend and rebound, but starting to become more of a factor within their offensive framework.
And Greg, with Adams, he hasn't just been given more opportunity to display what he can do on offense. He's earned it.
You hit it right on the head. And, you know, as an example, a guy that was a bad free throw shooter, all of a sudden he became respectable because of his work ethic last season. Much more nimble in the paint than most would think. Just good awareness, and he knows when to pick his spots.
And he makes the first. And a bit of a bittersweet question for you, Brent. We know you spent so many years with the Sonics, who eventually were uprooted and became this Thunder team. How badly would you like to see Seattle get a basketball team again?
I think it's the NBA's mission to get back to Seattle, and under Adam Silver, he's asked questions about the return to the Emerald City, and I think it's going to happen, Kevin. If it does, I'd love to be a part of what the organization does up there. I do miss the PNW. That's the Pacific Northwest.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook off the left rim and out.
That's a shot you got to step up on. Wide open, no coverage. Good shooters don't miss that often.
Westbrook against Curry. Here's the screen. Clock at 6. Durant for 3, and the Warriors miss again.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
But they recover it. George sets a screen for Westbrook, and Robertson has it in the corner. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Warriors trail by 3. Curry dishes to Thompson. From past the arc, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've held a 12-point lead early.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Well, not many guards are able to get to that spot as quick as Westbrook does. It's a comfort zone for him.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Curry. Stolen by Westbrook. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. A very nice season for him last year. He averaged 22 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And I like it when stars do exactly that. It's not just about scoring 50 or 40 or 30. It's about making plays consistently.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Grant, he's checked in for Paul George. Alex Abrinas comes in for Andre Robertson. That's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. And the Warriors with some changes. Iguodala comes in for Zaza Pachulia. And Nick Young is subbed in for Durant. Now here's Livingston, covered by Anthony. The three. And again, no good by Golden State.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
To the wing right side. Fires the three. Abrinas' shot is off. Warriors trail by 5. High arcing shot. Livingston, that's good.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
Felton kicks to Grant. Inside. And Adams with the slam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And to me, this is why they're winning, guys. Unlikely players stepping up huge against a defense that's really nowhere to be found.
Iguodala, no good. The Thunder leading by 5. Now, here's Grant. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Jeremy Grant, a member of the great Grant family line that has had so many NBA players.
Well, I played with his uncle Horace in Seattle, and the thing that I like about Grant is there's just nothing in terms of nonsense when he has the ball. It's straight line drives right to the rim, and he's coming down hard around the rim.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off. When a powerful athlete, Grant, like LeBron James, steamrolls his way to the rim, it's so difficult and so much stress on that defense. But who are some of the smaller slashers in the league that can have just as big an effect?
A couple of guys I think about, Kevin, is Otto Porter in Washington, Thad Young in Indiana, and Trevor Ariza in Houston. Although he likes to shoot threes, still a good slasher. Most of these guys, Kevin, play with guys who have the ball a ton. Wall and Beal in Washington, Teague and Paul George. So to be a creative scorer, if you're not shooting threes, you've got to find angles and opportunities as a slasher to put points on the board. Those guys do a pretty good job of it. The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Back to Abrinas. Passes it to Grant. Anderson setting the pick for Grant. Just 5 on the clock. Yes, that goes in. And the Thunder lead by 5.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Unloads from 13. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Great form on the Livingston jump shot there. He knows he's got the green light in the mid-range.
Abrinas, the pass to Anthony. Over Iguodala. Anthony's shot is off.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Grant. West setting the pick for Young. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Young's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors. And the pass to Abrinas. Patterson up top. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Patterson, the screen. Grant dishes to Anthony. Over West. Shot's good by Anthony. Anthony's got his second basket of the night.
Melo operating in the mid-range. He does such a great job of finding open areas out there where he knows he can dominate.
And here's Livingston. 6 points for him. There's a good screen. Here's McCaw. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Thunder lead by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Keep guarding now. We're doing a much better job.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. The Thunder with the lead. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Durant and West up front. And it's Iguodala in at the 3. And Patterson kicks to George. From beyond the arc and then some. George has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Thunder. Now Thompson. They set the pick outside Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Lob pass to George. Iguodala with the steal. Feeds it to Curry. It's deflected. In the corner, George with it. That doesn't go either for George.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Durant kicks to Curry. Back to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Durant with a screen on Patterson. And Thompson gets it to go.
This is when the Warriors will look to feed Clay every time down. Awesome when he gets going like this.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Jacks up a 3. David West grabs the miss. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Back to Curry. He feeds it to Durant. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Goes up to the stripe. Another miss by Curry.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Westbrook with it, and Curry picks him up defensively.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Iguodala, the pass to Durant. Picked by West. The 3. Again, Durant missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The feed to George. Will it go? Good defense by Iguodala.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Durant kicks to Thompson. Picked by West. And stolen by Patterson. Here's George. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. George has got 5 points now in the quarter. Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Klay Thompson.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Adams, he's checked in for Patrick Patterson. Golden State also making some changes. Pachulia comes in for West, and Draymond Green subbed in for Andre Iguodala. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Thompson with it. Picked by Pachulia. Curry outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. George has got his fourth rebound in this one. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And it's tied up with that one.
A good guy to have on the free throw line when the score is close, and he takes care of business as usual.
There's a screen. Green, the screen. Here's Curry. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
It's Westbrook with the drive, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Again, the body control to shift himself over. With Westbrook, sometimes the only choice you have is to commit the foul.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And both free throws good for Westbrook.
Well, crucial moment there at the free throw line, and he never flinched.
Picked by Pachulia. Outside Curry. Gets the 3 to fall.
Oh, shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just 1 or 2 shots at the end decide the outcome.
Robertson dishes to George. That 3 off the mark. Here's Golden State. They're on a 14-6 run. Curry kicks to Pachulia.
And it's still within reach.
But only if they make every possession count from this point forward. And I mean every possession.
Count it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Well, a big guy with a motor is such a luxury in this league. Adams right there showing up big on the offensive glass, and then he converts.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Here's Thompson. Green, the screen. Durant for 3. Trains it from downtown.
Well, anyone questioning Durant's killer instinct can stop right now. Wow.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 4. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
From deep, George missed.
The underrated part of Kevin Durant's game, his length and timing affecting shots.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Steph, you guys were down. How did you get back, and what did you do to spark your team?
I don't know, just be aggressive. That's all we do. Shots are going to fall. As long as we got defensive stops and kept ourselves in the game, that we have enough talent on this team to turn the tide. So it says a lot about who we are and what our mission is this year.
Great win, Steph. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.